The impact of sanctions on Russia's economy explored. What happens when a country faces economic isolation? Let's uncover the impact of sanctions on Russia. These measures, meant to pressure governments, can lead a nation to economic hardship, affecting its global standing and everyday life for its citizens. Sanctions are tools used by countries or international bodies to penalize nations that violate international laws or norms. These measures aim to compel a change in behavior without resorting to military action, often targeting economic and political sectors. In simple terms, sanctions are restrictions or penalties imposed on a country. They can limit trade, freeze assets, or restrict travel, serving as a diplomatic tool to influence a nation's actions without direct confrontation or warfare. The primary goal of sanctions is to alter a nation's behavior by exerting economic pressure. By targeting key sectors, they aim to encourage compliance with international standards and discourage actions deemed harmful or aggressive without resorting to military force. Russia has faced several significant sanctions over recent years. These measures began with targeted economic and political restrictions in response to its actions on the global stage, leading to a complex web of limitations impacting various sectors of its economy. Sanctions come in various forms, each targeting different aspects of a nation's operations. Economic sanctions are designed to impact a country's economy by restricting trade and investment. These measures aim to create financial pressure on the government to change its policies. By limiting a nation's access to international financial systems, financial sanctions restrict banking activities and financial transactions. This can lead to severe difficulties for businesses and individuals, making it challenging to conduct international trade or access foreign investments. Trade sanctions involve bans or restrictions on imports and exports. These measures can significantly disrupt a country's supply chains, leading to shortages of essential goods and services, and putting additional strain on local industries that rely on international markets. Travel sanctions impose restrictions on the movement of individuals, often targeting government officials and influential figures. These limitations aim to isolate them diplomatically, hindering their ability to engage in international negotiations or influence global policies favorably for their country. Each type of sanction plays a crucial role in the overall strategy to influence a nation's behavior. By targeting specific areas, these measures collectively exert pressure, encouraging compliance with international norms and discouraging actions that threaten global stability and security. Sanctions imposed on Russia have created significant ripples in the Russian economy, affecting everything from trade to daily life. A timeline of these sanctions reveals the strategic pressure points targeted over the years, highlighting the ongoing geopolitical tensions. The Russian economy has felt the brunt of these sanctions, evidenced by currency devaluation and inflation spikes. As trade barriers increase, the ruble weakens, causing prices to rise and consumer purchasing power to diminish, impacting everyday life significantly. Globally, sanctions on Russia have sent shockwaves through markets, disrupting supply chains and trade networks. Countries reliant on Russian exports, particularly in energy, have had to navigate new economic landscapes, affecting global stability and economic growth prospects. Visualizing the global market's response, trade routes have shifted, with investments in Russian markets declining. This realignment underscores the interconnectedness of global economies and illustrates how sanctions can alter international trade and financial dynamics. The Russian energy sector, a key economic pillar, has been hit hard by sanctions. Restrictive measures have curtailed production and exports, forcing Russia to seek alternative markets and partners. This has reshaped global energy supplies and influenced international energy policy discussions. The Russian energy sector, a vital pillar of its economy, faces significant challenges due to sanctions. Restrictions on technology, investment, and exports disrupt oil and gas production, diminishing revenue and influencing global energy markets, while pushing Russia to seek alternative partnerships. Sanctions have compelled Russian energy companies to innovate, yet limited access to Western technology hinders progress. These constraints affect production efficiency and exploration, forcing reliance on outdated methods, which could lead to reduced competitiveness in the global energy landscape. The sanctions' impact reverberates through Russian society, affecting public services and employment within the energy sector. As revenues dwindle, state-funded programs might suffer cuts, leading to economic hardships for citizens dependent on government support and industry-related jobs. In the long run, sanctions could alter Russia's geopolitical strategies, pushing it towards new alliances and economic models. This shift might reshape international relations, creating a more fragmented global order while potentially diminishing Russia's influence in traditional Western markets. Ultimately, sanctions on Russia illustrate the complex interplay between economic pressure and political strategy. Their effects reach beyond immediate economic impacts, potentially redefining global power dynamics and fostering resilience or isolation, depending on Russia's adaptive strategies and international responses. Sanctions on Russia have led to significant economic disruptions, including currency devaluation and rising inflation. These measures have not only strained Russia's economy, but also caused ripples in global markets, highlighting the intricate connections in today's international trade landscape. As the world watches the unfolding consequences, it's crucial to understand the power dynamics at play. Engage with this topic by sharing your insights and opinions. Your voice matters in the ongoing conversation about the role of international sanctions.